Hi, hello, assalamualaikum. My name is Farrah and this is my assessment 2 video for ALC 590 informative speech, and the topic that I will be presenting about in this video is the topic on how to save our earth from climate change. To start off, I will explain to you about the definition of climate change in case you guys are not clear about it. So the climate change can be defined as the global phenomenon of climate transformation characterized by the changes in the usual climate of the planet. So these changes usually happen over a long period of time and are caused by different factors such as precipitation, temperature, and wind patterns. So I want to share with you a quote from a very famous American actor who is also an environmentalist, and he said, and I quote it, "Climate change is real. It is happening right now. It is the most urgent threat facing our entire species, and we need to work collectively together and stop procrastinating." So, why exactly do we need to concern ourselves about this issue of climate change? For that, let's take a look at this infographic from WHO, which is the World Health Organization. So, from this infographic, the reason why we need to concern ourselves over climate change is because climate change can impact the world, which means that when our world is impacted, we as the people who stay on the earth will also be affected by it. So based on this infographic, we can see that when the temperature of the earth rise, which means that our climate change, it will disrupt the precipitation patterns and frequency and the frequency and intensity of some extreme weather events. So when that happens, when our climate change, what will happen to us? First, pollutions will increase. Second, natural disasters such as droughts and floods will also increase. Third, the risk on developing new diseases will also increase. So we can see from this infographic that 7 million deaths have been recorded from air pollution, and that about 250,000 deaths is estimated to happen by 2030 from diseases mainly due to malaria, malnutrition, diarrhea, and heat stress. And all these are the side effects of climate change. So, in order to tackle climate change issue, we need to investigate the root of the problem. How exactly climate change happened? So, climate change happened because of global warming. The problem with climate change is global warming. What is global warming? Global warming is the rise of the temperature on the earth. And this rise of temperature are caused by the release of greenhouse gases. To explain more about the greenhouse gases, we will have a look at this pie chart. So, looking at this pie chart, we can see the components of the greenhouse gases. We can see that 65% of greenhouse gases consist of carbon dioxide from fossil fuel and other industrial processes, while 11% of carbon dioxide comes from forestry and other land use. Another components of greenhouse gases are like methane, which takes up about 16% of the greenhouse gases, nitrous oxide 6%, and other gases takes up about 2%. So, when there are too much greenhouse gases in the environment, the temperature of the earth will rise. So what will happen when the temperature rise? it will lead to other serious environmental problems such as rising of the sea levels due to melting glaciers, drought, extinction of species, and it can also cause diseases and health problems. And all these are caused by the climate change. So, how to solve this issue of climate change? There are actually a lot of solutions, a lot of ways that we can do in order to stop climate change from worsening. But I will only focus on on 4 ways, which is based on this infographic. Which is based on this infographic. The first solution that we can do in order to stop climate change from happening is to planting more trees, which means that we do reforestation. Why does reforestation help with climate change? Is because climate change mostly happens because global warming, which are caused by the greenhouse gases. So when we plant more trees, as you know, trees absorbs carbon dioxide and produce more oxygen. So when we plant more trees, trees will soak up all this carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which means that we will lower the rate of carbon dioxide in the greenhouse gases. Therefore, the temperature of the earth will not rise because there are lesser carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. The second way is to decrease energy use. We can use either green energy for transportation or for electricity, or based on this infographic, we can see that the example given is to help families build fuel-efficient stove, which will reduce the pressure on forests and release fewer greenhouse gases. Another 2 solutions is more about awareness, which the first is to environmental education, which means that we educate people, everyone. We educate everyone, no matter what their age, either child or adults, to ensure that everyone know the best ways to protect their resources, which means our environment. And another way is to value nature services by educating and linking people to the economic value of ecosystems so that they will manage their resources more sustainably. So I think that's basically about it. To end this video, I do hope that we all do our parts. We might think that we can't really make change even if we do something, but believe me, small things can lead to big changes. We actually have the power to save our earth for our future generation. So to end this video, I will share with you a poster from WHO, World Health Organization, which said that to achieve health for all, we need to act now on climate change. So with that, I will bid my goodbye. Thank you for listening. I see you in the next video. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum.